So I just want to point out a few other things before diving into fillets and chamfers. Note the cut sweep feature I used to create the hollow portion for this fitting. When I edit it, you can see that the feature uses the same options as a regular sweep. Again, the only difference being the removal of material rather than the addition of material. Also note that the same sketch is used for both the swept boss and swept cut features. This is made more evident by the unique sketch icon. Anytime you see this icon in the Feature Manager, it means that the sketch is being shared by more than one feature. In this case, I'm using the same path for both sweeps. I just had to select the path from the Feature Manager flyout when creating the swept cut. Now, unlike extrusions or sweeps, which require sketch geometry to be created, fillet and chamfer features are applied features. This means that they're applied to existing solid geometry and don't require sketches for their definitions. I'll start by selecting Fillet from the Features Command Manager. The first variable I need to define is the fillet radius. Once that's defined, I need to select the geometry to apply the fillet to. I only need 2 fillets at this size, here and here. The fillets then preview in the graphics area, telling me my definitions are valid. Note that I can also select the face connecting the 2 edges to get the same result. I'll go ahead and click OK to complete the feature, and you can see it's added to the Feature Manager. And because it's an applied feature, there's no sketch for it to absorb. Note that it's best practice to add fillets and chamfers in groups. In other words, all fillets or chamfers of equal size should be contained in one feature. It's also good practice to add fillets and chamfers as the last step in your modeling process. I'll go ahead and add one more fillet feature to complete the fillets for our example. Note how tangent edges are automatically selected. And if you want to select a loop of non-tangent edges, right-click and choose Select Loop. Toggling the arrow will switch between the possible loop selections. You can also see that I'm able to select obscured model edges because the Select Through Faces option is checked. If this option was unavailable or was unchecked, I can still right-click and choose Select Other to select any other obscured geometry. This option is especially helpful when you don't want to rotate your model to make a selection, and is available throughout SOLIDWORKS. Now that I've got all my fillets defined, I'll click OK and move to chamfers. Chamfers are applied nearly identically to the way fillets are. The only difference is how they're defined. Since adding a chamfer to an edge creates a flat face rather than a rounded face like fillets, you have to define an angle and setback distance for the feature. You can choose to use a combination of angle and distance, or use 2 setback distances. Using the angle distance method lets you flip the setback direction to achieve the desired result. I'll go ahead and finalize my chamfer dimensions, and then click OK to complete the feature. In the next lesson, I'll show you how to create reverse